Hello guys. I was thinking about making a video about being a builder in UK in London for my case. I have my company for about 12 years and I have quite of experience in this time. I had experience before that. So basically, what was the story? To cut the long thing short. I started with the general building, uh, doing renovations and stuff like that. Then the market shrinked. There wasn't labor, so I was more precise in carpentry. So basically, I've moved from 10 people to one person. It was quite hard finding a good people. Obviously, complaints from customers, a lot of stuff. So I decided instead of keep on just transferring money, making like 20,000 per month, and just transferring the money here and there, and not much left for me or my family. I decided to specialize with some of the trades I like doing the most. But I just want to break the myth that the builders make a lot of money. I mean, when you go there and you charge like a lot of my like 160 pounds per less than hour, and people like, whoa, these people make a lot of money, but they don't see the dust, and they don't see the dirt, and they don't see the vehicles, insurances. uh, Only for becoming a trader in some of the big trade companies, it's costing. It's not. People have to uh, break that myth as well, that in order to become uh, trade approved, you have to be very good. No, no, no. You have to have the money. When you have the money, that's actually what they're looking for. They are asking you, can you pay us like 12, 13, 1,500 pounds per year member charge? And then they start showing your company in their webpage. Basically, that's the idea. It's not about the reviews or stuff like that. Reviews can be falsified, uh, or yeah, they can be made, or you just ask for review the happy customers, and that's it. I mean, you have good reviews. Obviously, the unhappy customers, if they're really unhappy, then you're gonna get bad reviews. It's not possible not to have that, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, can you make money from this business? And a lot of people learned the way how to trick the system. And what does that mean? You call me to come and do the job. I come to do the job, and then when the last payment have to happen, you start pointing at stuff, and then I'm like, no problem, we'll fix it. So I come to yours and I fix the problem, and then you point another problem, and the people know that you cannot afford spending more time that you quoted for this, because then you're not gonna stay long on the market. So you have to eventually, in some point, after a couple of times going, and they're pointing new and new and new things. And it's not about how good is the job. The job is rubbish. It's not rubbish, but the market is made like that. So basically, it can give you certain time to do some job. You may want to have all the time you want, but you're not gonna stay on the trades too long. So you have, for example, 10 days, and you quoted 10 days. So you can only afford to do 10 days, or 8 days and couple of days more for cleaning and preparation, stuff like that. Then the people know that they know that they have to start wasting your time. So basically, they can say to the friends, yes, look how good is looking this, but in front of you, no, I'm very unhappy, I don't like this, I don't like that. And basically, that start wasting your time. And a lot of people, and recently they're more than before. So you start doing the job, and they start showing you snagging list, and then you have another snagging list, and then you have another snagging list, and then eventually you give up, and you're like, I don't want to come back anymore. And they're like a judge. They start judging your work, and they saying we're not gonna give you the money, and they think that because they have the money, they have the right to treat you like a rubbish and make you feel like very miserable, because that's the way the market is built. So basically, eventually, one time they expecting you to say, I don't want to do this anymore, and because of the reviews, not to tell them the real things, how do you feel about them, but they do tell you how they feel about you. But because of the reviews and stuff like that, you cannot afford telling them that. So you just have to smile and drink a cold water and go. For the time you make money, like for the time you make over 100, over 4 or 500 pounds, sometimes, or 1,000. After a while, when you put everything on the table, all the money, it's not too much because of this situation. If there wasn't situations like this, if the people didn't waste your time, or they was paying in full every time, then you will win. But you're not winning. You make money from these customers, but you put the money on the other customers, or you make money from these customers, but you killed yourself for you took probably months or 2 months or a year from your life, breathing dust and doing stuff. Yes, you put masks and everything, but for people who never tried that, I would say you always get some. I mean, doesn't matter how good is the mask or anything you use, you always get some dust in you, because it's fine dust and it's getting through in some points, and you cannot stay with the mask all the time. You cannot bring the mask everywhere, and I mean, sometimes you just have to do this and that. You're like, I don't want to go back to the van and get the mask. You get the point. So yeah, I don't. For the people who are thinking, I'm gonna quit this computer job and I'll start doing building. Yes, you can. You may make money, but I doubt you're gonna make a lot of money. And definitely, people will get on your nerves. Definitely, the people will play you and will play you fool. They'll think that you are very stupid, so they can play you and they cannot pay you. And if someone else doing the same thing to them, you have to see how they are acting. And usually it's a lot of people, and they know where to look at you. They know that they have to go in certain web pages when there is more reviews, and find you and say, we like your reviews at the beginning. So then after they start playing you, they know how to do that, and they uh, start torturing you and making you pay for their project. I mean, you go there and you see very rubbish thing, and you make it very beautiful, and they start, I don't like this, and I don't like that, and I don't like this, and you're like, but do you remember what was it before? No, 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 no. Look. Are you gonna take this in your house? Yes, every time I'll take this in my house. Why? Because there is no perfect thing, and not only, but the market is not based like that. The good guys, they're not gonna come to yours. They're just gonna go some. I mean, I always asking people, okay, if a good carpenter is gonna have the price, if you want, if they want you to work for 250, 300, 350 per day in some companies, why would you do this for yourself for 200 per day? It's not making sense. You're just gonna quit and just gonna start working for someone else and making good money. The only reason why you don't go somewhere else is because you think that you're gonna make more money here. There isn't any other way. I mean, for me to put all the tools in my van and get to your house and fix your problem, it's have to be something. I can't do it for free. And sometimes when you pay the bills, when you pay the guys, when you pay everything, you finish with not much to you. And you're thinking to yourself, why do I do this to me every year, or every month, or every whatever it is? And then it's just not working like that. So for the people who thinking that builders are making a lot of money, that's a myth. Yes, there is builders who make a lot of money, but most of the builders don't. uh, you can make a lot of money from extensions, from stuff like where you go over a certain budget per month. But if you go for lower things, if you do 500, 1,000 pound, 2,000, 3, 5,000 pounds projects, usually you may win this year, but you definitely in long term you won't win the job. So if that's helpful, like it, guys. If it's not helpful, write a review and say that this is rubbish and that's not true. But one day, if you get like me, you'll know. You will know.